have to realize that it's all about empowering the chakra. So when we get to a point of empowering the chakra, we have to see it like this. And I think I just want to take a little sidestep here to illustrate how this plays out in terms of manifestation, because I think it'll really just cement this whole concept for you, and it'll really break it down fast. So when you think about it in terms of manifestation, this is really cool. I hope I don't butcher it. So what happens in manifestation is, instead of doing the healing work, we have the healing current going on, okay? So the healing current, there's two currents going on in manifestation in terms of the chakras. So in the chakra system, we have the rising current, which is from the base of the spine to the crown, which is moving forward. We have the current of energy that is the healing current. This is what is known as Kundalini ascension, Kundalini awakening, but it's also just in general the rising of the energy into the crown chakra. So this is the healing current. This is how we create alignment through the current of the chakras. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that the chakras also have another current, and that current goes from the crown all the way to the root chakra, which creates manifestation. So basically, when we learn how to manifest with the chakras, we are working with the manifestation current, not the healing current. So in terms of understanding the detox, once we detox the pattern, now we're working in emotional empowerment. So we work through the manifestation current. So we worked through the healing current. Now we're in the manifestation current. Now the manifestation current works like this. So we have the belief in the crown. Now we have the belief in the crown, and then we have the vision in the third eye. And then after the vision in the third eye, we have what we are affirming into our reality in the throat chakra. After we affirm it into our reality, what is known as affirmations, communicating our desires, we basically are in a space of moving it into our heart chakra, where we accept it is ours and we are worthy of it. Then we move into the heart chakra of it being worthy. So because we feel we are worthy and deserving of it, it moves into the solar plexus, where we take action. So now we are aligned to take the action we need to take to sustain the manifestation. We open up to the receiving channel in the sacral chakra, and we ground and anchor it into the root. But here's where it gets cool. So that's how it works. But what happens when we need to detox the pattern? Well, when we need to detox the pattern and we're in a space of disbelief with our manifestation, it cannot go through the chakras. So what occurs is we are in a space of disbelief in the crown chakra. We're in a space of illusion of perception, blocking our manifestation. We're in a space of not affirming correctly. So we're in a space of mixed vibrations, in the space of not communicating effectively. Because we're not communicating effectively, we do not accept it in our heart chakra. We do not feel worthy or abundant or deserving. And because of that, our actions are either forced from fear, or we are now giving up in a space of inaction. Instead of entering the receiving channel, we enter the space of resistance, resisting the desire. And because we are resisting the desire, we are in a space where we do not receive it in the root chakra. And so that is how we manifest through the chakras, in a space of belief or disbelief. So when you look at it in terms of detoxing a pattern, the pattern will not change if we do not change the manifestation current. So when I started to understand this, I started to connect it to limited belief work, and how when we basically are in a place where we don't fully believe in our desire, we cannot heal it. We cannot bring those feelings into the body. If the feelings do not live in the body cannot believe. If the body doesn't believe, the manifestation won't occur, because the subconscious mind is the ship that's holding your manifestation. So therefore, it won't occur, because the feelings don't live in the body. The reason why that happens is because of the chakras. And so it's showing you, if you're not properly detoxing the pattern, the feelings can't live in the body, so the manifestation current basically gets blocked. All right, I see one more question. Do you emotionally empower that chakra just by visualizing and feeling the opposite of your bad habit? No, you need to find the associations of emotion that you need. So it's actually nothing to do with visualizing. You can visualize, absolutely. If visualizing helps you, then that's perfect. But it's not just about visualizing. It's about looking at the emotions you need to feel. There is an emotional need that needs met, and that is lodged in your chakra. That is why you are in resistance. That is why you keep associating with lack. That is why it just keeps looping in the nervous system. It is lacking in emotional need. So this is like a perfect segue into step 3. So we have step 1, which was awareness. Then we have step 2, which is detox the pattern by energetically clearing it. Now that's in the healing current. Now we have the manifestation current at play, which is about looking at what do you need emotionally to heal the pattern, which is emotionally empowering that chakra. So emotionally empowering that chakra in a simplistic, practical sense is giving that chakra what it needs. So if you were to think about it like this, and this is like a really silly way to look at it, but if you just think about it like this. So like when you're hungry, you're starving. And you're so hungry that everything around you looks delicious. Like, you know, all the food in the grocery store suddenly looks delicious. And you're just starving. You're starving. You're in a space where you're parched or thirsty. When you're in that space where you are like thirsting, you are in lack. And so that lack is desiring a need. And because it needs a need, it's trying to be met. So it's like when you're starving and you're so hungry, all you can think about is wanting to eat food. And you want to eat food, and you want to eat food, and you want to eat food. And you don't feel satisfied until you just go and eat. For most of us anyway. I mean, some people fast, but basically for most of us, when we're starving, we want to be fed. Well, your body is doing the same thing. It's saying, I'm in lack, I'm in lack, I'm in lack. I need this emotion. I need this emotion. I need to heal this. And until I heal this, I'm going to resist things, and I'm going to create all of the ways of showing you how I need this. And so that is what keeps us in the pattern, is emotionally, we are in a space where we are lacking an emotional need. So very simply, if you think about the root chakra, in the root chakra, that person was lacking an emotional need of feeling unsafe. So they were feeling unsafe. And so because they felt unsafe in their body, the emotional need that they are longing to need is safety. They need to feel safe. They need to contemplate what helps me feel safe. What are the ways that I do feel safe? What are the people that help me feel safe? Where are the environments that help me feel safe? Maybe it's visualizing ocean scenes. Maybe it's just feeling more in tune with my body. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's doing hardcore exercise. I don't know. It could be anything. But what occurs is now you're giving the body what it needs. And so we do that through the chakra system by evaluating what are the emotional needs I needed to feel but never felt as a child. And so that emotional empowerment piece is the missing link for so many people, because what's occurring is we're not actually healing the pattern. We need to emotionally empower that pattern. It's like the concept of when you create space. So in order to create space for the new, we have to let go of the old. It's the same thing. It's like the same workings of the universe. When we let go of the old, we make space for the new. When we are trying to change a pattern, we have to replace it with a new pattern. If you don't replace the new pattern, the old pattern will default. The old pattern will snap back because there's nothing to sustain it, because you're still lacking the emotional need. Does that make sense? So when you look at it in terms of detoxing your chakras, if you don't detox the pattern, you can't create emotional empowerment. So it's like a system that we work with. So this is what I strongly teach in the Chakra Academy, and it is opening its doors today. You can get in for early bird pricing, and you also receive my signature course, Heart Awakening, which is a 10-day workshop where I went really deep into the heart chakra work. So you can receive that extra if you join the Chakra Academy. So when we start to look at this framework, I want you to consider, where do you feel the most resistance in your life? Because that will show you immediately, where do you need to bring more awareness? Where do you need to bring more awareness to what is occurring in your life that is causing negative emotions, that is causing resistance, that is causing you to be in a lower vibrational response, an emotional trigger, an emotional habit, whatever that may be. That is what will immediately show you the awareness. Once you have the awareness, then you start to look at how can you detox the pattern. And so we start to see that there's this beautiful framework of how we can use energy work from a practical approach of mindset. Go through the framework. I hope you took notes. I hope you learned a lot. I'm so happy to share this material with you. Okay, I love you guys.